All right. Shalom, shalom. They're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, I would like to say, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. I'm just read 2 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and go through it through the Spirit. But I, to the power, you could bear with me in my folly. Indeed, bear with me. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Mashiach. And that's what our leaders, our elders, were placed here to do, man. And not only us, but themselves also. All right? We were supposed to be that virgin for Yahweh Shai, that virgin for Yahweh Shai, man. Chaste virgin. All right? Without a blemish, all right? Without spot. It says, but I fear, at least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so his sneakiness, his ways, all right? Same serpent out here today, right? So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Mashiach, all right? And that's what happened to a lot of guys, man. All right? They become lost, oilless versions, all right? They're taking the simplicity of this truth and bending it to things that it's not. All right? Verse 4. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, all right, or received another spirit. Now there's a scripture that says, if any man come preaching another doctrine, let him be accursed. Straight up. So the scriptures curse you, man. All right, you're damned already. All right. Which we have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear them. All right? It says, for I suppose I were not a whit behind the very chiefest apostles, though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, though we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. And that's how the elders, that's how they come across, man. All right? Whether they're speaking harshly, using rude speech, or just getting straight to the point. This is for what? For that knowledge to be made manifest to us. No matter how that message come. Some brothers receive it better one way, so on and so forth. That's why we got different members in the body part. Different members, different body parts in the body of Hamashiach. All right? To minister the things needed for each and every brother through the Spirit. Okay? I have committed an offense in abasing myself, that ye might be exalted, because I have preached to you the gospel of the power freely. It says, I robbed others. Now listen to what he said, man. Go pee-pee then. Go tell your mother to take you to the bathroom. All right. Salakia. Let me get back to it. It says, I have committed an offense in abasing myself, that ye may be exalted, because I have preached to you the gospel of the power freely. I have robbed other churches, taken wages of them to do you service. All right. And so Paul, first of all, this is the Church of Corinth. There was a lot of knuckleheads in there back then, But Paul had great love. He still made them trips to come and do this work freely, just to build them up. All right. Like I said, being thoroughly made manifest among you in all things, right? It says, I have robbed other churches, taking records of them to do you service. All right? And when I am present with you and wanted, was I chargeable to no man? So like I was chargeable to no man. For that which was lacking of me, the brethren which came from Macedonia supplied. Which means what? The elders and the apostles get helped out from here and there. Even back then. Paul said he robbed other churches. Which, love offerings, however it went. All right? But that was to help him get on his way to go do what? Do the work freely of Yahweh Shemel Shai amongst the other brethren. All right? Then he says what? He says, when I was present with you and wanted, I was chargeable to no man. For that which was lacking of me, the brethren which came from Macedonia supplied. So the other brother, hey, he had it. I got you, bro. Don't worry about nothing. I got that. Don't worry about nothing. That's how it is. And we had some brothers who came to visit us from St. Louis. That's exactly how they was, man. They didn't want to be burdensome. They had their own. They wore up the band, man. But this is the example that brothers are living. This is how you're supposed to be. This is brotherly love. All right? And in all things, I have kept myself from being... I didn't even know I was going to say burdensome. But I was giving my testimony about what the brothers in St. Louis did. But nonetheless, myself from being Salaki, I have kept myself from being burdensome unto you, and so I've kept myself. As the truth of Mashiach is in me, no man shall stop me of this boasting in the regions of Asia. Wherefore, because I love you not, Yahweh knoweth. But what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off the occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory, that may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Mashiach. All right, so you got niggas that's going out there, all right, claiming they doing the work. Really, they do it for a vain glory. They don't do it for a righteous glory. As in, the Lord going to raise us up. The Lord is going to give us honor and glory. Because ultimately, the scripture says Yahweh alone should be honored in that day. Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. The glory goes to them. Call Halorim Yahweh Shemel Shai. But guess what? You got niggas on this side that want it now, man. And if it's a demon that's on you to do that, you got to cut that demon, man. It's called pride and vainglory. All right? But nonetheless, let me get back to it. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Mashiach. Now, earlier it said somebody come with another gospel, another doctrine, basically, right? So it's the same thing, right? Because they act like they're going out to do the work like we go out to do the work, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, they fucking Satan. All right? Look at IUIC, man. ISPUK. All right? These other groups that don't believe in the RFID chip, or they got the name wrong, or they say the white man can make it, or whether they say Babylon the Great in America, so on and so forth, man. Niggas like them. They go out, so-called, and an average nigga walk past, oh, damn. It was like, yeah, this is the truth, we'll up the band. But when you get down to it, it's much more than knowing you're a Hebrew Israelite. You got to have the doctrine that comes with it, man. One body, one doctrine. Like Nick Cannon, one band, one sound. You know? Verse 15. Verse 14. But no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light, which he's an angel of light on the left-hand side. All right? Hey, look at Esau today. Even a spiritual Satan counterpart, has literally tried to make himself God. And he's failed miserably. But to these average niggas, they think this white man, this so-called white man, which is a red man, this Edomite, they think he's God. All right? Verse 15. Therefore, it's no great thing if his ministers also be transformed to ministers of righteousness, whose ends shall be according to their works. And a lot of you guys are going to be judged by your works. All the wicked shit that you guys spew and things of that nature, you're going to be judged for it. Not one idle word. But you know what? A lot of guys don't have that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on them to be like, damn, okay, let me make sure I'm saying the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. A lot of guys are just full of pride, man. Remember, pride comes first, then destruction, man. And you got to have fear before you get that honor. Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Verse 16. I say again, let no man think me a fool. If otherwise, yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. Hey, so Paul got a little funny, man. Just speaking on the way he was talking, man. Because Paul will come at you strong as hell and then tone it back down with a little soft joke, man. And that reminds you of our elders. Okay? That which I speak not after the Lord, but as it were foolishly, and this confidence of boasting, seeing that many glory after the flesh, I will glory also. All right? Now, he's glorying, in his sufferings. All right? But we still glory in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because he said, listen, many niggas glory in the flesh. Whether the nigga got a good car, a good name according to this world, not a good name according to the Bible, but like, that nigga that's walking around with pride, everybody know, shit like that, boasting in their money, chains, cribs, shit like that, man, right? They boasting in the flesh, man, carnal shit. Paul said, hey, I will glory also, but ye suffer fools gladly, seeing yourselves are wise. For ye suffer, and I am, it's like, if a man bring you into bondage, if a man devour you, if a man take of you, if a man exalt himself, if a man smite you on the face, I speak as concerning reproach, as though we have been weak, howbeit, whensoever any is bold, I speak foolishly, I am bold also. Okay? So, listen, this reproach we getting, all right, being weak, all right, which, this makes us bold and mighty, man. Seeing all the sufferings and things that we go through, that makes us have great confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like Acts the 5th chapter, where it said the apostles counted themselves worthy to get shame for his name's sake, man. All right. Howbeit, man, if any is bold, I speak foolishly. All right. I am bold also. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. Are they ministers of Mashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more. In labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft. So these are the things he said, man, if I'm a glory in this, man. All right? The shit that I'm going through, getting it, and he did it all for the elect's sake. So he's comparing glorying for how do you say he's comparing true boasting in Yahweh Shem Yahushai compared to just boasting in the world, man. Because we go through these things for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There are stripes of honor. And you know what? You wear them proudly. But that still comes with a humbleness, man. You know? Of the Jews, 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I had been in the deep. So just floating out there in the ocean. All right? He said he was stoned. Beaten with rods. These are the things he went through for the elect. Even coming over there to talk to them or sending this epistle to Corinth, the church of Corinth, man. All right? And journeys often, and perils of water, and perils of robbers, and perils of my own countrymen, all right? And perils by the heathen, and perils in the city. That shit sound like every fucking major ghetto Jake is living in, man. I'm speaking of the prophets, man. We stay here right in the hood where Jake is. We got to duck and dodge these niggas too. All right, we got niggas on the comment board scoffing. All right. Got Esau on our ass each and every way. Spiritual Satan trying to attack us. And man, come on, man. But these are the things we go through for the elect. It says, I endure all things for the elect's sake, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And perils of the wilderness, and perils in the sea, and perils amongst false brethren. So even niggas in your own camp. Hey, we had our fair examples in GMS. And guess what? Hey, more is going to get spewed out if there be any, you know. But this was going on back in, the camps back in the day when, that Paul was, speaking amongst. It was false prophets during Jeremiah in them time. So it's the same niggas coming back in their lot, man. Yahweh we them righteous men. Baba Krishah, I pray and hope with that hopeful elect, and we are the men of that number, man. Because the Lord could take it just like that, man. In weariness and painfulness, and watching often, and hunger and thirst, and fasting often, and cold. So traveling through the elements, whether he was preaching in it, whether he was traveling through it to go preach, same thing. In nakedness, Paul went through hell, went through everything to do what? The work of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's the type of spirit you gotta have, man. May Yahweh Shem Shai give us a double proportion of that spirit, man, because time's about to turn up. Passover is coming. You gotta be, real shit, Jake gotta be on themselves first and foremost, man. All right? So imagine all the things Paul was getting on himself about, man. And he had to still go out there and teach and go through the shit. So, we should be putting ourselves in the same mindset. Because can you imagine what type of demons Paul had to deal with? He stood and consented to some of the very elect getting killed. Righteous men. But look at the mighty works Paul did, man. So imagine all the things imagine the things Yahweh Shai went through for us, man. So, these are the same men coming back in their lot. I ain't going to be long with it. Let me finish these scriptures up. Verse 28, besides those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches. Who is weak? I am not weak. Who is offended? And I burn not. If I must needs glory, I will glory of the things which concerneth my infirmities. And that was the whole point of what Paul was just saying. The men that glory in the flesh, I'm a glory also in the flesh, but I'm a glory in these things, the sufferings for Hamashiach. All right? Verse 31. For the power and Father of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which is blessed forevermore, knoweth that I lie not. And Demarcus, the governor under Aretas, the king kept the city of Damascene with a garrison desirous to apprehend me. They wanted Paul, man. And through a window in the basket, I was let down by the wall and escaped his hands. All right? So Paul went through heavy things, man, for the elect's sake. So like I was saying, man, that's shit. You got to dwell on that, man. Especially, hey, it's about to be Passover. Like me and Murph was going in too early, man. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. You know? And then, count that cost, man. Because a lot of brothers truly don't do that, man. Paul went through all this shit for the elect's sake. So count that cost. The things you may lose, the things you may go through, whether your body ache, you fucked up here and hey, it's all for Yahweh Shem Shai. And we need deliverance, man. Pray and hope that we're part of the elect. All right, so with that, hey, I pray you brothers was edified. Call Loyum, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Karkadash. Double honor to thee, the apostles of great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abad Babal.